So hi guys, welcome back to the Women's 100 of 2026, a new tournament. The Pondicherry Premier League concluded yesterday. The Villinurmohitkings won the title for the second consecutive time, the most dominant win you will ever see from any franchise. 12 wins in 12 games, and Villinurmohitkings managed to defend their title successfully in the Pondicherry Premier League. And now we are on to a new tournament, the Women's 100. I mean, a few matches have happened in the Women's 100 so far. So it's match number 9 today. And MI London women taking on the Southern Brave women. As we see a good shot again here from Maya Bouchier, she'll pick up 2 runs. MI London women taking on the Southern Brave women in match number 9 at the Rose Bowl in Southampton. MI London winning the toss and electing to bowl first. And the MI London team is basically the Oval Invincibles who were there until last year. That franchise has been taken over by the Mumbai Indians owners. And Southern Brave women's team obviously last year's runners-up. Southern Brave women lost against the Northern Superchargers women in last year's Women's 100 final. So Southern Brave will be looking to go one step further this time around. So yeah, as in the 100, there are different rules compared to real T20 cricket. In the 100, 1 over will be equal to 5 balls. And only 100 balls will be bowled. So 5 into 100 divided by 5, 20 sets of 5 will come to 100 balls. In T20, it's 20 sets of 6. In 100, it's 20 sets of 5. That is 5 balls into 20. So basically, it's 20 overs, but 20 into 5 instead of 20 into 6. So that is the difference in the 100, and obviously we have covered last year's 100 as well, so many people would be knowing about it. So Nicola Carey now bowling the second over, starts with a dot ball. Lizelle Lee and Maya Bouchier opening the batting for Southern Brave women. And this is the points table. Southern Brave still unbeaten in this tournament, 2 wins from 2 games. Well, Southern Brave are having a dream run in the group stage actually. Even if you look at the previous edition, Southern Brave went through to the final completely unbeaten. They went through to the final and then they lost in the final against the Northern Superchargers women. And now again they have started unbeaten here, 2 wins from 2 games. Meanwhile, MI London are at the bottom of the table and they have not yet gotten off the mark in this tournament. They still have 0 wins from 2 games. They haven't picked up a win yet. They have lost both their matches. MI London women have lost both their matches so far. So Brave 7 without loss after 8 balls. And finally Lizelle Lee getting on strike. And we all know how powerful Lizelle Lee WPL and for the Hobart Hurricanes women last year at WBBL. She played a vital role in the final and helped Hobart Hurricanes clinch their first WBBL title as well. So a very dangerous batter, Nicola Carey, bowling over the wicket to Lizelle Lee, and that's flicked away again. It was deep square leg. Lizelle Lee gets off the mark with a single. Now let's have a look at the changes made by both the teams today. So MI London women have made 2 changes. Kalia More and Tara Norris come into the playing 11 in place of Alice Manogan and Alexa Stonehouse. Oh, that's a great shot down the ground over mid-on, and that'll run away for 4. Picked the length up beautifully there, Maya Bouchier, and clearing that fielder at mid-on, and picks up another boundary. Second boundary for Maya Bouchier in this innings, ends the over with a boundary. 6 runs came from that over, and Well, 12 without loss after 10 balls. So yeah, Southern Brave going in with an unchanged team today. Only MI London women have made 2 changes, as we mentioned. Alexa Stonehouse and Alice Monaghan not playing. And Kalia More and Tara Norris playing for the MI London women today, playing in the 11. Southern Brave are happy. They are still unbeaten and they will not change their winning combination. So Hayley Matthews now to bowl the third over. That is a third set of 5 balls. And straight away slow through the air, and Lizelle Lee cuts it away. Will it reach the boundary? Fielder running after it. Good fielding. And Lizelle Lee will pick up 3 runs. That's really good running between the wickets. 3 runs for Lizelle Lee. So Maya Bauchi are back on strike. This time flicked away again, straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball from Hayley Matthews. There's a global super league also happening. It's actually now time for league cricket. There's less of international cricket and more of league cricket now, if you look at it. The defending champions of this women's 100 is the Northern Superchargers women, who have now become Sunrisers Leeds. Sunrisers owners have taken over that franchise of Northern Superchargers, but they are the defending champions in the women's 100 tournament. And in the men's tournament, the Oval Invincibles are the defending champions, and that franchise has become MI London now. So basically, MI London are defending champions in the men's 100. Northern Sunrisers Leeds are defending champions in the women's 100. Because MI London have taken over the men's defending champions, and Sunrisers Leeds have taken over the women's defending champions. That's beautifully played by Lizelle Lee. Out towards deep third man, and they'll run away for 4. Beautiful touch play there. And Lizelle Lee picks up her first boundary, ends the over with a boundary. 8 runs came from that over from Hayley Matthews. And Southern Brave women are 20 without loss after 15 overs. So another bowling change here for MI London. Tara Norris is the new bowler into the attack now for MI London women. MI London women still searching for their first win. That's short, pulled away again, but there is a deep square leg in play, and Lizelle Lee picks up another single. MI London women, they are searching for their first win, but MI London men's team are playing much better. And that is what we saw even in the previous edition. Oval Invincibles women's team didn't even qualify for the playoffs. Whereas the men's team, the Oval Invincible men's team, they went on to win hat-trick of titles. So sometimes it's like that. When the women's franchise is not doing well, the men's franchise will do well. When the men's franchise is not doing well, then the women's franchise will do well. So sometimes it is like that. A good start to this over from Tara Norris. 1 run from the first 2 balls of this over. And she goes again down the ground, but straight to mid-on. And Maya Bauchi picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Lizelle Lee is back on strike. This time again on the stumps, Lizelle Lee drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Tara Norris. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. It's short again. Goes for a ball. Has it been taken? It has, I think. That's a terrific catch. I thought for a moment it might clear that fielder at short fine leg. But she's put her hand out and it's stuck. And the first wicket goes down for the Southern Brave Women's. Tara Norris gets the breakthrough. Southern Brave Women lose their first wicket and a big wicket in the form of Lizelle Lee. That was hit very hard. It was going flat and fast towards that fielder. That fielder put out her hand and somehow the ball stuck. That's a magnificent catch. Will be added to a classic catches. It will be added to the classic catches package of this tournament probably. That particular catch. Terrific piece of athleticism and terrific piece of reflexes and catching there. Lizelle Lee has to go after scoring 9 runs from 7 balls. And Southern Brave Women are 22 for 1 after 20 balls. So terrific catch actually from that fielder there at short fine leg. Well, they're still having a look. Lizelle Lee has still not yet left. They're having a look at whether the fielder grounded the ball after taking the catch. It didn't look like it. It looked like a clean catch for me actually. So I think the decision should be out. Yeah, out it is. And Lizelle Lee has already walked off. So Southern Brave Women are 22 for 1 after 20 balls. New batter to the crease now is Laura Wolfart, the South African women's team captain, making her way out to the middle. Coming in at number 3 for Southern Brave. Normally Laura Wolfart opens the batting for South Africa. But for the club cricket, she comes in at number 3. Chanel Hendry now back into the attack. Maya Bouchier on strike. And Bouchier goes in the air, but it's in the gap. And that'll run away for 4, I think. No one back there at long on. And Maya Bouchier really looking good here once again. Starting the over with a boundary. Pressure back on Chanel Hendry. This time it's on the pads, that's picked away again, leg side. And that's gone away for 4 as well. Back-to-back boundaries from Maya Bouchier. Once again straying in line. Chanel Hendry and paying the price for it. Maya Bouchier moves to 21 from just 15 balls. And picks up her 4th boundary in this innings. This time it's short again. He's pulled it away leg side. Out towards deep mid wicket. And Maya Bouchier picks up another single. Laura Wolfart is back on strike. Short and wide, cut away again. Straight to point. Doesn't take the single. Another dot ball from Chanel Hendry. "20 sets of 5 balls each. So now if another ball gets bowled, it will be 25 balls, which means 5 sets have been completed. We call it as 5 overs. Last ball of the over. On the pads, it could be a wide here. It is given as a wide by the umpire. Chanel Hendry has to reload that one again. So last ball of the over coming up. It's driven on the up, straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. A good over for the Southern Brave, in fact. The 10 runs came from that over from Chinel Henry, and Southern Brave women are 32 for 1 after 25 balls. So Melly Kerr is the new bowler into the attack now for MI London women. A leg spin bowler for MI London. Some spin being introduced here, and Melly Kerr is very, very experienced. Coming over the wicket now, tosses it up. Driven in the air, should be taken, but doesn't carry. Doesn't carry to mid off. What a loose shot there from Laura Wolfart. Almost just chipping it to that fielder there. Straight away inducing the false shot is Amelia Kerr. Once again tossed up, this time comes down the wicket, drives it straight to covers. Back-to-back dot balls from Melly Kerr. This time she goes over the top. Over mid off, no, long off, takes the catch. Takes the catch. Or has she put it down? I thought it was taken actually. Single completed by Laura Wolfart, gets off the mark with a single. Maya Bouchier back on strike. This time again flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket. Just a single for Maya Bouchier. The last ball of the over. Nicely bowled, beautifully bowled on the stumps, and Laura Wolfart defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 2 runs came from that over from Melly Kerr. Excellent over. And the Southern Brave women are 34 for 1 after 30 balls. There's a new bowler into the attack now. Daniel Gregory is the new bowler into the attack for the MI London women. Maya Bouchier on strike. Goes for the sweep. Out towards deep square leg. And Maya Bouchier will push for 2. Good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Maya Bouchier to start the over. Second ball of the over. Comes down the track again. Hits it down the ground to long off. And picks up another single. Maya Bouchier. Three more deliveries left in this over. Again, quicker ball comes down the wicket again. Hits it towards long on. Wolfart picks up another single. So good over so far from Daniel Gregory. The overs will go through very quickly in the 100 because it's only 5 balls per over. Goes for the cut shot again. It's in the gap. And that should run away for 4. Yes, it will. With on offer there from Daniel Gregory and put away by Maya Bouchier. Picks up another boundary. Looking really good today here, Maya Bouchier. The last ball of the over. That's pulled away again down towards long on. And Maya Bouchier picks up another single to finish the over. So another good over for the good over for Southern Brave. 9 runs came from that over. And Southern Brave women are 43 for 1 after 35 balls. Current run rate 6.14. Laura Wolfart 2 from 7. She's been struggling for quite a long time with the bat actually. Had a very... she didn't have a good Women's T20 World Cup either. Struggled in that tournament also. Very important for her to come back to her best. Hayley Matthews now coming around the wicket. And Wolfart pulls it away leg side out towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single to start the over. Maya Bouchier is back on strike. This time she goes for the sweep. It's in the air though. Deep mid wicket. Has taken it. That's a brilliant catch. Terrific catch from Amelia Kerr. Diving forward. I thought it was landing short of that fielder. But she's dived forward and completed a magnificent catch and removes the set batter in Maya Bouchier, who's looking to play the big shot there. I think the pressure that is created by Wolfart at the other end, not able to score, is making Bouchier play all these big shots. And she's holed out at deep mid wicket. So, second wicket falls. Both openers have been dismissed here for Southern Brave. Maya Bouchier has to go after scoring... Maya Bouchier has to go after scoring 31 from 22 balls, and Southern Brave women are 44 for 2 after 37 balls. So Jemima Rodriguez is the new batter to the crease. Coming in at number 4, an Indian player playing in a foreign league. It's good to see that. Coming around the wicket now, Hayley Matthews. Has flicked away by Jemima Rodriguez. Gets off the mark with a single. Both these batters didn't perform well in the Women's T20 World Cup, to be very honest. Wolfart also had an ordinary T20 World Cup. Jemima Rodriguez also had an ordinary T20 World Cup. And both these players also play for the Delhi Capitals in the WPL. So they would have a good understanding between both of them. That's flicked away again. Pass short fine leg. Will that run away for 4? No, it won't. Just a couple of runs for Jemima Rodriguez. This time again flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. Coming back for 2 again. That's good running between the wickets. Picks up another couple of runs. So 7 runs came from that over. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Maya Bouchier. 50 comes up as well for Southern Brave. They are 50 for 2 after 40 balls. And now Amelia Kerr continuing into her second over. Amelia Kerr continuing into her second over, and Wolford cuts it straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. So Wolford hasn't quite got going so far. Tosses it up again. Comes down the wicket, straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball here, and the current run rate is almost going at a runner ball at the moment. Need to accelerate a little bit. This time goes for the sweep. Wolford, has he found the gap? No, deep mid wicket. Misfields. Misfield might come back for 2. He will come back for 2. A big misfield there at deep mid wicket, allowing an extra run there. Laura Wolford 5 from 11 balls, looking very, very scratchy at the moment. Flicks it away leg side again towards mid wicket. Another single for Wolford. Gives the strike back to Jemima Rodriguez. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's flicked again by Jemima Rodriguez. They're going to look to push for 2 probably. And they will come back for 2. That's excellent running between the wickets from Jemima Rodriguez. Another couple of runs to finish off the over. 5 runs. 5 runs came from that over from Amelia Kerr. And Southern Brave Women are 55 for 2 after 45 balls. So Tara Norris is back into the attack into her second over. Jemima Rodriguez is on strike. Tara Norris over the wicket. And Rodriguez goes for the lap. Gets it towards deep fine leg. Just a single for Jemima Rodriguez. The problem is that both these batters are struggling for form. So the current run rate is reducing with every dot ball. We need to keep up with the current run rate. Laura Wolford is back on strike. Full and wide again. Wolford going for the drive. It's given as a wide. Tara Norris has to reload that one again. This time it's full on the stumps, and Wolfhard drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Laura Wolfhard is 7 from 13 balls at a strike rate of 53.85 with no boundaries so far. I don't know what is going wrong with her, because she has been having a very tough couple of months actually with the bat. I mean, leave alone South Africa losing the Women's T20 World Cup. South Africa losing World Cups, whether it's men or women, it's happening regularly these days. But her own form with the bat has been a problem for quite a long time now, which she has to rectify as soon as possible. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Just 3 runs coming off this over so far, and MI London bowlers are choking the batters at the moment. That's another full toss, and Jemimah Rodrigues drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. I have always felt that Jemimah Rodrigues is not a T20 player, because if you look at her batting technique and the kind of impact that she creates in her batting, it's not, and that impact cannot match T20 standards. It can match ODI and test standards, because when I look at Jemimah Rodrigues, she is looking like a Kane Williamson or a Joe Root, who are more technically good players rather than batters who can bash the ball when it's needed. So Jemimah Rodrigues will be a much better player in ODI and in test matches rather than in T20s. She is trying hard in T20s, but her stance, her batting technique, the way she is hitting the ball, the way she is playing her shots, it does not show that it does not show that she belongs to T20 cricket. I may be harsh, but T20 cricket, in T20 cricket, you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to play the big shots. You need to be able to find the boundaries when it's needed. That is what T20 cricket is about. Rotating the strike, taking the innings deep, building an innings. You can do all of that in the longer formats. In ODI and test matches, you have time to do that. You have time to take the innings deep. You have time to rotate the strike and get the odd boundaries. But in T20s, you don't have the time, and particularly in this format, which is even shorter than T20s. It's only 100 balls, already 50 balls done, 59 for 2 and 50 balls, and only 50 more deliveries left. So in the shortest formats, you need to be able to accelerate quickly. And technically good batters, we don't know whether they'll be able to accelerate like that. As Chinel Henry comes back into the attack, Jemimah Rodrigues hits it in the air, long on. There's no one there at long on, in fact. So it's 1 bounce and 4. Just as I was saying that, Jemimah Rodrigues finally gets her first boundary in this innings. It's taken her 8 balls to get a boundary, and a really good shot there over mid-on. So finally a boundary there to break the shackles, and the keeper coming up to the stumps now. I don't know what kind of strategy is this, because Jemimah Rodrigues didn't use her feet. She only played from her crease, and still the keeper has come up to the stumps for MI London. Second ball of the over coming up. Shot again, goes for the pull. It's towards deep mid wicket. Just a single for Jemimah Rodrigues. Laura Wolfhard is back on strike. This time pulled again, out towards deep mid wicket. Another single for Laura Wolfhard. Still no boundaries from Laura Wolfhard. 8 from 15 balls. It's turning out to be a very struggling innings here for the South African women's team captain, who's now playing for the Southern Brave. 2 more deliveries left in this over. I really don't know why always South Africans are struggling. You look at any team, the most struggling players are the ones from South Africa. Goes inside out, over covers, and that'll run away for 4. Terrific shot there from Jemima Rodriguez, giving herself room to access the offside and hitting it over the top of covers, and picks up the second boundary in this over. So last ball of the over, it's shot again, it's pulled it towards deep square leg, and Jemima Rodriguez picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Chinel Henry. Southern Brave women are 70 for 2 after 55 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. Southern Brave Women are 75 for 2 after 60 balls. Wolfart still hasn't hit a boundary. I'm not able to understand what is happening. But Jemima Rodriguez has improved her strike rate a little bit. 22 from just 13 balls. Still 40 balls left in this innings. You need to accelerate at this stage. And that is what the Southern Brave will be trying to do. Have been really good in the group stages. Southern Brave Women. Unbeaten last year also in the group stages, and now again unbeaten this year. So they haven't lost in a group stage of a women's 100 tournament in quite a long time now. And can they continue that streak today as well? That will be the big question. So Melliker now bowling into her third set. It's been a good start to this over so far. 3 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. That's pulled away leg side. That'll run away for 4. Beautifully placed by Jemima Rodriguez. Pierces the gap beautifully and picks up her third boundary in this innings. As Jemima Rodriguez is looking much fluent and much better than Laura Wolfart so far in this innings. Placed that sweep shot really well. Last ball of the over again sweeps it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Melliker, and Southern Brave Women are 83 for 2 after 65 balls. So Nicola Carey is back into the attack, conceded 6 runs in her first over. She's back for her second spell. Laura Wolfart is on strike. Carey over the wicket. That's a full delivery. Wolfart drives it again out towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. Still no boundaries from Laura Wolfart. Jemima Rodriguez is back on strike. This time moves across the stumps and Jemima Rodriguez drives it down to long on and picks up another single. Laura Wolfart is back on strike. Shot again. Wolfart pulls it towards deep mid wicket. Another single. 3 singles from the first 3 balls of this over. Still 2 balls left. A good over from Nicola Carey, very good bowler. And all honesty, she's a quality all-rounder, can bat as well. Gives herself room. Jemima drives it straight to covers. It's another dot ball. Fantastic over for MI London. Just 3 runs coming off it. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Oh, goes for the cut shot again. There was width on offer, but Jemima Rodriguez misses out on it. So just 3 runs coming from that over, and Southern Brave Women are 86 for 2 after 70 balls. So 30 more balls left in this innings, and Tara Norris is going to continue. Coming over the wicket again to Wolfart, and Wolfart again giving herself room, hits it down the ground. Still can't find. Oh, misfield at long on, and it goes away for 4. So finally the first boundary in this innings for Laura Wolfart. A bad misfield there, should have been stopped. It's taken her 22 balls to get her first boundary in this innings, and that will feel a lot better for Laura Wolfart probably. This time again goes down the ground, straight back past the bowler for 4 back-to-back boundaries from Laura Wolfart. She only needed 1 boundary to break the shackles, 1 became 2. 50 partnership comes up between these 2 batters. Partnership of 50 from just 35 balls. This time again Wolfart plays it away leg side out in the gap, and will pick up another couple of runs. They always say 1 wicket, if you break a big partnership, they will say 1 brings 2 when it comes to wickets. Looks like even for the batters getting boundaries, that's a similar policy as she goes again. Straight down the ground for 4, 3rd boundary in this over. Expensive over this from Tara Norris. 100 comes up for Southern Brave. 100 comes up in 74 balls at the loss of 2 wickets. Wolfart is now starting to open up here. Well, Laura Wolfart, this version of Laura Wolfart can be very dangerous when she gets going like this. It's a big over this. 14 of it, last ball of the over. That's on the pads, flicked away, but straight to short fine leg. They'll get through for a single. They'll get through for a single to finish the over. 15 runs came from that over from Tara Norris, and Southern Brave Women are 101 for 2 after 75 balls. Well, in fact, there was a no ball there. A no ball free hit. Goodness gracious. 18 runs came from that over from Tara Norris. And Southern Brave Women are 104 for 2 after 75 balls. What an expensive over there. Tara Norris making her way into the playing 11 today has not been at her best. Still 25 balls left, and I tell you what, if Southern Brave can get to 140, 150, that will be a very, very tough chase for the MI London. That will be a very, very tough total to chase down. And MI London have got themselves to blame for, the bowling has not been up to the mark. That is for sure. Hayley Matthews now back into the attack, into her third over. Around the wicket to Jemima Rodrigues, and Jemima goes back again. Deep mid wicket will take the catch. The partnership is broken. Jemima Rodrigues looking to continue to find the boundaries there, but unfortunately holds out at deep mid wicket. Really good catch once again. Amelia Kerr, the fielder there, diving forward and completing it. Hayley Matthews brought back into the attack. She always has this knack of breaking partnerships and picking up wickets. Picks up yet another important wicket. Third wicket falls for Southern Brave. Very disappointed Jemima Rodrigues, and understandably so. So Jemima Rodrigues departs after scoring 32 from 22 balls, and the Southern Brave Women are 104 for 3 after 76 balls. Sophie Molyneux is the new batter to the crease, the captain of Southern Brave Women. She's been so good as a captain. Recently won the Women's T20 World Cup as a captain as well. So one of the best captains going around actually, Sophie Molyneux. Rightly so, she has become the captain of Southern Brave as well. Can she lead Southern Brave to another title? Sophie Molyneux has won a WBBL as a captain. She has won a Women's T20 World Cup as a captain already. In her short captaincy stint, she has already won 2 titles as a captain. Can she make it a third one? Coming around the wicket now to Molyneux. Drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Hayley Matthews. This time drives it again towards point. Another dot ball. Really good bowling from Hayley Matthews. This time pulled again towards deep mid wicket. Molyneux gets off the mark. Towards long on, in fact. Molyneux gets off the mark with a single. Laura Wolfart is back on strike. Short this time, and Wolfart hits it again down the ground. Picks up another single to finish the over. Really good over from Hayley Matthews. There's 2 runs coming off that over, including the wicket of Jemima Rodrigues, and the Southern Brave Women are 106 for 3 after 80 balls. So Melly Kerr is back into the attack. Only 20 more balls left in this innings, such as 4 sets of 5 balls each. Comes down the wicket, pulls it away, leg sides, he's found the gap. Beats that fielder at deep mid-wicket for 4. I mean, she pierced that gap beautifully there between deep mid-wicket and deep square leg. And Laura Wolfart starts the over with a boundary. This time it's tossed up. Wolfart comes down the wicket. One hand comes at the bat. It's in the air. Lands short of long off. And Laura Wolfart picks up another single. Sophie Molyneux pulls it towards deep mid-wicket. Picks up another single. Oh, Boulder! There's the wicket that they wanted. MI London. A big hoik across the line there from Laura Wolfart. Couldn't make contact. The googly does the job for Amelia Kerr. She's so good with that googly. Very deceptive googly, nicely tossing it up there. And Wolfart swinging and missing. You miss, I hit kind of a situation. Goes straight through the defense of Laura Wolfart. And Amelia Kerr gets a breakthrough. You cannot keep Amelia Kerr away from taking wickets. And gets the big wicket of Laura Wolfart. She's gone after scoring 35 from 30 balls. And Southern Brave Women are 112 for 4 after 84 balls. So 16 more balls left in this innings. Grewcock is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6. Jodie Grewcock. She is a capable batter. 2 new batters at the crease now for Southern Brave towards the end of this innings. Sophie Molyneux has also just come in. 2 left-handers at the crease. Oh, that's an absolute jaffa once again. Absolute beauty. Beats the outside edge of Jodie Grewcock. Another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Laura Wolfart. And Southern Brave Women are 112 for 4 after 85 balls. So Nicola Carey now back into the attack into her 3rd over. And 15 balls left in this innings, which means still 3 more overs left in this innings for Southern Brave. And Nicola Carey coming over the wicket to Sophie Molyneux. It's on the path. Molyneux flicks it away leg side to get through for a single to start the over. Up the single. Jodie Grewcock gets off the mark with a single. Now Molyneux is back on strike. Goes for the pull shot again towards deep mid-wicket. This time Molyneux takes the single. 2 left-handers at the crease with similar batting stance. So hence the confusion. This time again on the pads. And Jody Grewcock flicks it away towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single, 3 singles, and MI London won't mind these singles. Because if they are able to keep the Southern Brave below 140, if they are able to keep the Southern Brave to 130, then I think it will be a chaseable total for MI London women. And now Molyneux goes for the innovation, but can only hit it towards short square leg and picks up another single. So 4 singles in this over. A little bit of pressure here on both these batters who have just come in. Molyneux more of a bowling all-rounder. Jody Grewcock also only slightly capable of batting. Last ball of the over coming up. Short this time, pulled away again. It's in the gap. Oh, what happened there? That fielder completely misjudged it. And she lets it go through. And Jody Grewcock ends the over with a boundary. What should have been only a single has ended up with a boundary. 8 runs came from that over from Nicola Carey, and the Southern Brave women are 120 for 4. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, down the track, and she's been stumped, has she? Or has Molyneux made her ground back? Will the umpire go upstairs? Well, she's starting to walk. Was looking to go for the big shot there, Sophie Molyneux. Deceived in the flight. The keeper also fumbling it, but in the end taking the bails off. So Molyneux has to go. 5th wicket goes down for Southern Brave. And once again it's Hayley Matthews. Always when needed to break the partnership, Hayley Matthews does exactly that. Sophie Molyneux has to go after scoring 4 runs from 7 balls, and Southern Brave women are 120 for 5 after 9. Southern Brave women are 120 for 5 after 91 balls. So, E.C. Wong is the new batter to the crease. This time pulls it away again out towards deep mid wicket. And E.C. Wong gets off the mark with a single. Jody Grewcock back on strike. And Grewcock reverse sweeps in the air, and it's been taken at point. Hayley Matthews gets 2 in the over. Wickets continuing to tumble here for Southern Brave. A big reverse sweep. A reverse sweep attempted, but straight into the hands. Fielder at point making no mistake. 3rd wicket for Hayley Matthews today. 2nd wicket in this over. Both the set batters have been dismissed. Jody Grewcock has to go after scoring 6 from 5 balls. And Southern Brave women are 121 for 6 after 93 balls. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. New batter to the crease is Naomi Dattani, another left-hander. Goes for the sweep. It's up in the air again, but it won't carry to the fielder there. It will fall safely. And Naomi Dattani gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Three runs have come from this over, including 2 wickets. This time flicked away again towards deep mid-wicket, towards deep square leg. Looking for 2 here. Oh, they will come back. The keeper takes the bails off. We need to have a look upstairs probably. They need to have a look upstairs. Keeper has taken the bails off. Has Naomi Dattani made her crown? I think she might have. 5 runs came from that over from Hayley Matthews, including 2 wickets. And Hayley Matthews finishes her spell 4 for 22 in her 20 balls. So Nicola Carey now to bowl the last set of 5 balls. Straight away, Yorker, a little bit of an inside edge from Dattani, gets through for a single to start the over. Gives a strike back to EC Wong. Oh, she's lost her balance and she's lost her wicket as well. Keeper takes the bails off. Another wicket goes down. Nicola Carey did a fantastic job by following the batter. EC Wong was coming at the bowler there. And she completely missed the ball. And the keeper takes the bails off. Another stumping. The 7th wicket goes down for Southern Brave. EC Wong has to go after scoring 1 run from 2 balls. Southern Brave losing their way a little bit. 126 for 7 after 97 balls. So Sarah Glenn is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 9. 3 more deliveries left in this innings. Oh, goes for the drive, misses it. Dot ball at this stage from Nicola Carey. What a comeback this has been from MI London. Terrific comeback. They're keeping the Southern Brave under. Can Southern Brave women at least get to 130? And Sarah Glenn can bat. Not a bad batter at all. Oh, another good Yorker. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the innings. Goes for the drive and misses it. So the innings ends with 3 consecutive dot balls. And what a last over there from Nicola Carey. Just 1 run and 1 wicket in the last over. And Southern Brave women finished their quota of 100 balls at 126 for 7 at the end of their 100 balls. It's been a struggle for Southern Brave women batters today. Just that one partnership in between Laura Wolfart and Jemima Rodrigues, which gave some hope. But big collapse once again after that has meant that the Southern Brave could only manage 126 on the board. So if you look at the Southern Brave innings, Maya Bouchier, 31 from 22 balls, looked really good. Lizelle Lee couldn't quite get going, 9 from 7 balls. Laura Wolfart, 35 from just 30 balls. And Jemima Rodrigues, 32 from 22. That partnership, the The third wicket partnership of 60 from 40 balls between Laura Wolford and Jemima Rodriguez gave 104 for 2. They have collapsed to 126 for 7, which means they have lost their next 5 wickets for just 22 runs. And that. So yeah, after that, no, and Molyneux 4 runs, Jodie Crucock 6 runs, everyone in single digits after that. And in the end, the Southern Brave women ending with 126 for 7 at the end of their 20 overs. So if we look at the bowlers of MI London women, Chinel Hendry, none for 27 in her 15 balls. Nicola Carey, brilliant towards the end, 1 for 18 in her 20 balls. Chinel Hendry was the most expensive if you look at it. Hayley Matthews, the pick of the bowlers today, 4 for 22 in her 20 balls. Tara Norris, 1 for 24 in her 15 balls. Amelia Kerr, 1 for 21 in her 20 balls. Everyone going at under 10 economy. Daniel Gregory as well, none for 14 in her 10 balls as well. So MI London, when they come out to bat, will need 127 runs to win this match and pick up their first win in this 100 2026 Women's Tournament. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. Here MI London have come out with positive intent. 26 without loss after 18 balls. 6 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Required run rate down to 6.16. They have all 10 wickets in hand. Haley Matthews 21 from just 16 balls. He's a powerhouse with the bat. Opening with Danny Hodge, who hasn't quite got going yet. And if Southern Brave loses today, it will be their first loss in the group stage of a women's 100 after quite a long time actually, because last year they were unbeaten. This time smashes it down the ground. Oh, good fielding at long on, and Haley Matthews picks up another single. Oh, that's a short ball. And Danny Hodge ducks underneath it. Another dot ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Lauren Bell. And MI London women are 27 without loss after 20 balls. So a bowling change here. Tilly Coleman is the new bowler into the attack. A spin being introduced here. MI London only needing 100 more runs to win from the last 80 balls in this innings. This time tossed up, and Haley Matthews drives it towards covers and picks up another single to start the over. Danny Hodge is back on strike, who hasn't quite got going yet. Danny Hodge. This time it's tossed up, hits it down the ground, landing just short of mid-on. And Danny Hodge will pick up another single to start another single here. This time goes for a slog sweep. And that's in the gap. 1 bounce and 4. No one there at deep square leg. And Haley Matthews picks up another boundary. Her 4th boundary in this innings. A beautifully played slug sweep there. And pressure on Tilly Coleman here. This time again it's a full toss, and Matthews hits it towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Tilly Coleman. Last ball of the over, cut away again straight to the fielder. So 6 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman. MI London women are 33 without loss after 24 balls. So 94 needed from the last 75 balls for MI London women. This time tossed up. Sarah Glenn is the new bowler into the attack for Southern Brave women. Straight away tosses it up, and Hayley Matthews hits it towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. This time cuts it towards point. Another dot ball from Sarah Glenn. This time hits it in the air down towards long on and picks up another single. Danny Weird-Hodge. This time looking to cut. A little bit of an inside edge back to the bowler. A really good over this from Sarah Glenn. One more delivery left in this over. Just 2 runs coming off this over. Last ball of the over coming up. And 2 runs it will be from that over. So yeah, 2 runs came from that over from Sarah Glenn, and MI London women are 35 without loss after 30 balls. Sophie Molyneux now back into the attack, into her second over. Danny Weird-Hodge is on strike. Molyneux coming around the wicket to Danny Weird-Hodge. That's pulled again down the ground to long on. Danny Weird-Hodge picks up another single. Still no boundaries for Danny Weird-Hodge. And can the Southern Brave pick up a wicket here, try and build some pressure? Because at the moment does not look like any pressure at all. This time punches it on the back foot towards deep extra covers, and Hayley Matthews picks up another single. Slow through the air, cut away again by Danny Weird-Hodge. So dealing in singles at the moment, both these batters. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's it in the air, but over but off. It's in the gap. Really good fielding there. Deep extra covers running around. And Hayley Matthews picks up another couple of runs. Not able to break this opening partnership here. Last ball of the over coming up. This time again cuts it away offside. A little bit of width on offer. And Danny picks up another single to finish the over. So 5 runs came from that over, and MI London are 40 without loss after 34 balls. So EC Wong is back into the attack now, conceded only 3 runs in her first set of 5 balls. And she's been brought into the attack to try and get a breakthrough, try and break this partnership of 40 from 35 balls. Hayley Matthews on strike. A shot pulled away by Matthews. Deep mid wicket coming around, good fielding at deep mid wicket. The Hayley Matthews will pick up another couple of runs to start the over. Oh, this time giving herself room, and she's nicked it through to the keeper. First wicket goes down, and it's EC Wong again who gets the breakthrough. A big nick there from Hayley Matthews, and Lizelle Lee completing the catch of the second attempt. And a very, very important wicket here for Southern Brave. Needed to break this partnership, and that is exactly what they have done. Faintest of nicks, and Lizelle Lee making no mistake. So EC Wong gets the all-important wicket. MI London finally losing their first wicket. Hayley Matthews departs after scoring 32. Hayley Matthews departs after scoring 32 from 28 balls, and MI London women are 42 for 1 after 37 balls. So Holy Armitage is a new batter to the crease. Coming in at number 3, straight away gets a good delivery, looking to guide it away offside, but doesn't make connection. 87 still needed from 64 balls. The Southern Brave bowlers have struggled in this innings so far, but they can still make a comeback in this game. It's not yet over. This time it's driven again down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball. It's a terrific over from EC Wong. The reason why she was brought into the attack to try and break the partnership, and that is exactly what she has done. Just 2 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. This time driven down the ground. Oh, past mid-on, and that will run away for 4. A valiant dive there at mid-on, but unable to stop it. And Holy Armitage, the captain of MI London, gets off the mark with a boundary. Boundary to finish off the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Haley Matthews. And MI London are 46 for 1 after 40 balls. Sarah Glenn is continuing into her second over. Considered only 2 runs in her first over. 81 still needed from the last 60 balls. Danny Viat-Hodge is on strike. Down the track, Danny Viat-Hodge hits it past mid-off. That'll be 4, I think. No, it won't. The fielder comes around. A couple of runs to start the over for Danny Viat-Hodge. This time cut away straight to point again. It's another dot ball from Sarah Glenn. Now still this game is not over. Still anybody's game, you would think. This time uses her feet. Hits it down the ground to long on. And picks up another single here. Danny Viat-Hodge. Two more deliveries left in the over. Holly Armitage is back on strike. Full toss. Armitage reverse sweeps it past third man. It won't reach the boundary. They'll push for another 2. They will get another couple of runs. This game might go tight, you would think. 50 comes up for the MI London women. 50 comes up. .50 comes up in 44 balls at the loss of 1 wicket for MI London. 2 more deliveries left in this over. In fact, 1 more delivery left in this over. Comes down the wicket again, pulls it away towards deep mid wicket. Another single to finish off the over. So a really good over from Sarah Glenn once again. 6 runs came from that over. And MI London are 52 for 1 after 45 balls. So Tilly Coleman now continuing into her second over, back into the attack, around the wicket. Go tosses it up. Danny Viat-Hodge picks it on the full, hits it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. This time uses her feet, hits it out towards deep extra covers. And they're coming back for 2. Pick up another couple of runs. Danny Viat-Hodge. Still no boundaries from her. Just faced 14 balls. No boundaries so far from Danny Viat-Hodge. This time she hits it in the air. Mistimed. Mistimed. Oh, the ball lands safely. The ball lands safely. Dear oh dear. That is not what the Southern Brave wanted. They needed to get the wicket. Need to take wickets. Two more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the cut again. It's in the gap. Will that run away for four? It's a quick outfield. Deep extra covers coming around. And another couple of runs for Danny Viart. This time goes for the sweep, slog sweep, the fielder is there. Oh, and Edward drops short. Danny Viart picks up another single to finish the over. So another good over from Tilly Coleman. 7 runs, lot of chances created in that over. 7 runs came from that over, and MI London are 59 for 1 after 50 balls. Sophie Molyneux is back into the attack. Conceded 12 runs in her 10 balls so far. Oh, tosses it up outside the off stump. Danny Viart with her typical initial movement, sweeps it away and picks up another single to start the over. This time cut away straight to third man. So squeezing here the Southern Brave. It's another dot. Uses her feet this time, drives it in the air. Ball lands in open space. And another single for Holly Armitage. This time again drives it in the air, but straight to the fielder at covers. Fielder does well at covers. Another dot ball. Uses a feet this time. Danny Viart hits it down to long off and picks up another single. So 3 runs came from that over from Sophie Molyneux. And MI London women are 62 for 1 after 55 balls. The Jody Grewcock is the new bowler into the attack and straight away tosses it up. Armitage sweeps it out towards deep mid wicket and picks up another couple of runs probably to start the over. So boundaries have dried up a little bit here. Some really good bowling from Southern Brave. Oh, looking to drive again, a little bit of an inside edge. Another single for Danny Viat-Hodge. Two more deliveries left in this over. Set of 5 balls. It gets over quickly. Goes for a sweep. Straight to square leg. It's not a catch, but it's well fielded. So another good over here. There's 3 runs coming off it. Still 1 ball left. The boundaries are not coming. So last ball of the over. Oh, looking for the drive. It goes through the keeper. Another dot ball to finish off the over. 3 runs came from that over from Jody Grewcock. MI London women are 65 for 1 after 60 balls. Needing another 62 to win from the last 40 balls. So Issy Wong now back into the attack. Starts with a full ball and Holy Armitage gets it down to long on and picks up another single. Pressure building here on MI London. Boundaries are necessary. So last ball of the over coming up. Let's cut away. It's in the gap. Beats that fielder at point. He needed a boundary and she's got a boundary there. Too short, too much width from Issy Wong. And Danny Viat-Hodge capitalizes on it. Well, I'm getting, the number of balls are different from T20, isn't it? So, because it's 5 balls, sometimes it gets confused which is the last ball of an over. It sometimes happens. That's pulled away by Danny Viat-Hodge out towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Because we are so used to seeing 1 over equal to 6 balls. So now we are seeing a different version. We are seeing 60 balls, 65 balls instead of seeing 10 overs or 11 overs. So that makes a difference actually. This time another full ball flicked away again, down towards long on. And Holy Armitage picks up another single. 7 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. One more delivery left in this over. Minewyork is back on strike. Last ball of the over. That's short and wide, cut away again towards point. And picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Issy Wong. And MI London are 73 for 1 after 65 balls, needing 54 to win from the last 35 balls. Sarah Glenn continuing into her third over, tosses it up again. Holy Armitage hits it down the ground, past mid-off. Now this will be 4, I think. Yes, it will be. So finally gets the boundary. They've been trying so long to get a boundary. The captain leading from the front for MI London, a very important boundary. They need plenty more of this. This time, Holy Armitage sweeps towards deep square leg and picks up another single. This time pulls it leg side. That's Minewyork towards deep mid wicket. Takes the catch. No, she's put it down. She herself is saying that she has grounded the ball. Normally an excellent fielder, Jemima Rodriguez, put in a great effort there, but the ball didn't stick. And Minewyork picks up another single. This time it's short again, and Armitage pulls it away towards deep mid wicket, picks up another single. Seven runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. That's driven away again towards covers. And Minewyork picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Sarah Glenn. And MI London women are 81 for 1 after 70 balls, needing 46 to win from the last 30 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. 46 needed from the last 5 overs. Yes, that is a very, very tough catch for Jemima Rodriguez. That's why it was put down. 46 needed from the last 30 balls. It's not 5 overs. I mean, we are so used to seeing 1 over equal to 6 balls. It's actually 6 sets of 5 balls left. And 46 needed for MI London. Tilly Coleman now back into the attack. Conceded 13 runs in her 10 balls so far. This time she goes down the ground, Danivia Torch. And goes down the ground for 4. Fielders at long on and long off unable to stop it. That's a great way to start the over straight away after the strategic timeout. Danivia Torch with an important boundary here for MI London. This time drives it again down the ground towards long off, and Danivia Torch picks up another single. Last ball of the over, tossed up again, and Tilly Coleman hits it down the ground. There's no one there at long on, so that races away for 4. So much vacant spaces on the field. You need to be having a long on and long off in this situation. How can you have so much vacant spaces? This was not supposed to go away for 4, but it still has gone. Second boundary in this over. Pressure now well and truly on Sunrisers. Pressure now well and truly on Southern Brave Women. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Holy Armitage back on strike. He's taken the single. Danivia Torch back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. Tosses it up, sweeps it away leg side again. It won't reach the boundary, but Danivia Torch will pick up another couple of runs to finish off the over. Expensive over from Tilly Coleman. 12 runs came from that over, and MI London are 93 for 1 after 75 balls. So if Southern Brave loses this game, then it will be the first loss for Southern Brave women's team in a group stage of Women's 100 tournament since 2024. Lauren Bell back into the attack. And Danivia Torch drives it straight to covers. Picks up the single to start the over. The last defeat for Southern Brave women in the group stage of Women's 100 tournament came on August 14th, 2024. I'm only talking about group stage. I know they lost the final last year, but they were unbeaten in the group stage. So the last time they lost it was against Welshfire in the group stage of 2024 edition of the Women's 100 tournament. After that, they have never lost in the group stage of the Women's 100. And they have also started this campaign with 2 wins in a row in the group stage. So it will break a long winning streak in the group stage of the Women's 100 tournament. Again, I'm mentioning clearly group stage because they went into the final unbeaten last year and lost to Northern Superchargers in last year's final. They were unbeaten in the group stage last year. Oh, gets bad on it. That's running away towards third man. That'll be 4 as well. So looks like MI London are out to break that streak today, I think. The way this is going. Danny Viat getting regular boundaries. Lauren Bell very off color at the moment. Bowling loose deliveries. Very unlike Lauren Bell. And this time, Armitage hits it down the ground. And picks up another single. So single to finish off that over. 8 runs came from that over. And MI London women are 101 for 1 after 80 balls. So Sarah Glenn now into her last over. Armitage comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. Danny Viat is back on strike. That's short this time, pulled again. Down towards long on. Coming back for 2 here. Wicket keeper collects the ball but didn't take the bails off. It's another single and another couple of runs for Danny Viat. They're doing it easily now. 23 needed from 18 balls now. Danny Viat moves into the 40s. Comes down the wicket, goes straight down the ground. That's a terrific shot. 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. Beautiful use of the feet from Danny Viat. And once he gets to the pitch of the ball, she strikes it so cleanly. And MI London getting closer to the target and getting closer to probably their first win in this competition. This time, Danny Viat cuts it towards covers and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. 18 needed from 16 balls now. Desperately need to break this partnership. Partnership of 67 from 47 balls. Oh, appeal for a caught behind. Appeal. Umpire is unmoved. They might want to go for the review here. Could be a big moment here in this game. They're going to have a discussion. The Southern Brave fielders going for the review. Molyneux is a very, very good captain. So she will go for a review only if it is necessary. Imagine having a women's T20 World Cup champion as your captain. Was there a deflection there? The keeper was very confident about it. Well, there is a spike. There is a spike as the ball passes the bat. So Holy Armitage will have to go. What a big moment here in this game. A big spike. And disappointment for MI London. Another twist here in this tale. Umpire raises the finger and thank you very much for Holy Armitage as she walks back to the pavilion. And MI London, the partnership has been broken now. MI London are 109 for 2 after 85 balls. It's still 18 needed from the last 15 balls. Holy Armitage dismissed for 27. So Chinel Hendry is the new batter to the crease. And EC Wong is back into the attack as well. 18 needed from 15 now. That's a full toss. Hendry hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up the single to start the over. It's not a bad start from Chinel Hendry. Oh, this time it's on a good length and Danny Torch punches it back to the bowler. It's a dot ball from EC Wong. "17 from 13 now, pulled again, down the ground. Straight to a fielder once again. Is this getting a little more tighter than it should be? 16 from 12 now. It's still not over, you would think. There's still many more twists left here in this situation. Chinel Hendry back on strike. They've just got a wicket at a very crucial time, Southern Brave. Two more deliveries left in this over for EC Wong to finish her spell. Oh, looking for the cut, strikes in inside edge, back to the bowler. What a valuable dot ball at this stage and what an over this is. Just 2 runs of this over. Can you get a better over than this? 1 ball left in this over. Terrific piece of bowling from AC Wong. 1 for 19 in her 19 balls so far. Economy of only 5. Can she finish her spell well and take it to the last 2 sets of 5 balls with all the pressure on both the teams? So last ball of the over coming up. What can Chanel Henry do? Gives herself room, looking for the drive inside edge down the ground to long on. Just a single. Just a single to finish off the over. Brilliant over from AC Wong. Just 3 runs coming off it. And this game is not yet over by any stretch of anybody's imaginations. MI London women are 112 for 2 after 90 balls with 15 needed from the last 10 balls for victory. So Sophie Molyneux has taken it all on herself to bowl the penultimate over here. 15 needed from 10. Janelle Henry on strike. Oh, it's Boulder! What a way to start! What a way to start the over. Molyneux goes through Janelle Henry. Well, that's the way to do it. Many captains would hesitate in this kind of a situation to go to a spinner, and that too in a penultimate over. But Sophie Molyneux takes it all on herself and starts with a wicket. The pressure really mounting now on MI London, you would think. Boundaries have dried up. Required run rate is increasing. Terrific bowling there. Castling Janelle Henry all ends up. And the third wicket falls for MI London. Janelle Henry out for just 2 from 4 balls. MI London are 112 for 3 after 91 balls. Well, this is where you need to applaud the captaincy of Sophie Molyneux. I mean, not many captains have the courage to bring themselves into the attack, particularly in this stage of an innings. Many people will say it's a gamble to bowl a spinner at the end overs. But Molyneux says, what gamble? I will bowl it. Nicola Carey now coming in. Tries it straight and straight back to the bowler. It's a dot ball. It's a dot ball. 15 from 8. Pressure mounting now. Pressure mounting on MI London. How has this game turned on its head? 3 more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the switch hit. It's in the air. It's in the air. Fielder running across. It won't get to the boundary, but Nicola Carey will get off the mark with a couple of runs. So tried the switch hit there. Picks up a couple of runs. And now it's 13 from 8. In fact, it's 13 from 7 now. 2 more deliveries left in this over. 13 needed from 7. Big delivery coming up. Goes for a slog sweep. It gets it past fine leg. That might run away for 4. It will. Nicola Carey, the renowned finisher these days, picks up a very important boundary. Moved across to a rostrum to sweep. And it's always an area, a vulnerable area, isn't it, for the bowling team. So fine leg and third man during this stage of an innings. You'll see many boundaries going in that direction. And Nicola Carey gets it down to single digits now. This time uses her feet, hits it down towards deep extra covers, and picks up another single to finish off the over. The Chanel Henry is back on strike. Well, in fact, the over is completed. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Chanel Henry. And MI London are 119 for 3 after 95 balls, with 8 runs needed from the last 5 balls for victory. It's all come down to the last over. Lauren Bell is going to be bowling the last set. She has to defend 8. It's game on here. Game is well and truly on. Last over. Danny Weir-Todd's on strike. Swings and misses. And the keeper Liz Henley gets a hand on it. Danny Weir-Todd is looking to get a single, but she can't get it. And it's a dot ball to start. Goodness gracious me, 8 from 4 now. You need a boundary here desperately. Lauren Bell will have all the changes of pace. She's been off colour for quite a long time now. Hasn't been at her best. Very unlike Lauren Bell. Normally you see her bowling very economically. But she has a chance here to redeem herself in this innings. Second ball of the over. Slow ball again. Goes for the cut. It's out toward deep extra covers. Just a single for Danny Weir-Todd. 7 needed from 4 now. So 7 needed from 3 in fact. 7 needed from 3 balls. Seven needed from 3. Slow ball. Cuts it away. Nicola Carey. But deep extra covers is there. Just a single. Singles are not going to do it. 6 needed from 2 now. Dear oh dear. 6 needed from 2. Danny Weir-Todd is back on strike. She hasn't quite gotten to her half century so far. She's on strike now. 6 needed from 2. Chance to become a hero of this game. Comes down the wicket with another slow ball. Can only cut it away towards deep extra covers. Coming back for 2 will be run out surely. Collect the ball. Oh my goodness. Lizelle Lee fumbles. That was a chance of a run out there. Lizelle Lee fumbles it. Half century for Danny Weir-Todd. But it doesn't matter if you cannot get the team over the line. It's come down to the last ball at 4 required. That should have been a regulation chance of run out. The keeper unable to collect the throw. And that is why Danny Weir-Todd just got into her half century. But I don't think she's going to celebrate this half century that much. It's 50 from 41 balls. They're still having a look upstairs to the third umpire, but the keeper fumbled it big time. 4 boundaries she has hit at a strike rate of 121.95. But again, it won't matter anything if she's not able to take the team over the line here. With only 4 needed now from only 1 ball left. Imagine what would have happened if that had been a run out. Small moments in the game. The keeper couldn't collect the throw. Just collect the throw and take the bails off. There was no second run available in that delivery and in that shot. It should have only been a single. But in the end, they allowed couple of runs, and is that going to cause the Southern Brave? Because we have come all down to the last ball now. 4 required. Danny Weir Hodge on strike. Last ball of the match. Comes down the wicket, pulls it away, leg side. It's not gone anywhere. They're going to come back for 2. Oh dear. They have fallen short here, MI London. MI London have fallen short. It's the Southern Brave who have won this. Can you believe it? What a game we have had. What a game we have had here, going down to the wire. MI London got off to a fantastic start in the run chase. But the run chase kept slipping away. Slowly and steadily it kept slipping away. And in the end, it's the Southern Brave who have won this game by just 1 run. Lauren Bell redeeming herself in the last over. She's been very unlike Lauren Bell for quite a long time now. If ever since the Women's T20 World Cup, she has been going for plenty of runs. But she has redeemed herself. And what a game we have had here. What a win this has been. Danny Weir Hodge coming down the wicket. Well, they're checking the height of that delivery there, whether it's a no ball or not, but she advanced down the wicket, so the ball is dipping. So it can't be a no ball, and the ball didn't go anywhere at all. Deep mid wicket just collected it. They could only manage a couple of runs. And it's a win for the Southern Brave by just 1 run. Terrific game of cricket, and Southern Brave continuing their unbeaten run in group stages of Women's 100 tournament. 3 wins out of 3 now for Southern Brave, and MI London still not able to find a win in the group stages. We have to feel for the MI London, because for a major part of this run chase, MI London were in control of this run chase. But it's no point being in control unless you're able to finish off, and unless you're able to seal the run chase. Being in control of the run chase is not going to help. Because Danny Weir Hodge got herself to a half century, but couldn't win the game for the team. Winning the game for the team matters a lot. And I don't know whether the MI batters got too complacent and slowed down in the middle, because I could feel that the game was slowly slipping away. With all those quiet overs in the middle, the game was slowly slipping away. Slowly and steadily it was slipping away, and in the end it became too much pressure. That is how these kind of run chases work. And the celebrations begin for Southern Brave. The superb last over from Lauren Bell. So unfortunately though for Danny Weir Hodge, 52 not out from 42 balls. But it's all in vain, because MI London have fallen short by just 1 run. And given that MI London have lost only 3 wickets, they should have chased this down, because they have the wickets in hand, but still they have fallen short. That is completely not acceptable, in all honesty. But yeah, let's look at the innings of the MI London today. Hayley Matthews got off to a fantastic start, 32 from 28 balls, with 4 boundaries at a strike rate of 114.29. And they started off really well actually. Opening partnership was 42 from 37 balls. Then the second wicket partnership of 67 from 48 balls between Danny Weir Hodge and Holly Armitage. And until Holly Armitage was there at the crease, it was looking in control for MI London. But then after Holly Armitage got out, that is Issy Wong got the wicket of Holly Armitage, and then suddenly Chinel Henry struggled to get going. And once again, Sophie Molyneux's captaincy, top notch. 15 runs needed from 10 balls, and Molyneux brings herself into the attack. Many captains would hesitate to give the ball to a spinner in the last couple of overs. But she's done it before. She's bowled in these penultimate overs and in these last overs. So she brings herself on, bowls a beauty of an over. And then in the end, Lauren Bell has the pressure Lauren Bell has the responsibility. She defends it in the last over. It's looking like a really good team, this Southern Brave bowling unit. And also a very good captain in the form of Sophie Molyneux, who has won a WBBL. She has won a Women's T20 World Cup and looking to win the 100 as well. A terrific captaincy from Sophie Molyneux, particularly today. Look at the bowling performance of Southern Brave. Lauren Bell, none for 30 in her 20 balls. The last over, magnificent. In fact, she went for plenty in her first 15 balls. but defended really well in the last over. Sophie Molyneux 1 for 22 in her 20 balls. And Izzy Wong 1 for 20 in her 20 balls. Tilly Coleman none for 25 in her 15 balls. Sarah Glenn 1 for 24 in her 20 balls. And Jodie Grucock none for 3 in her 5 balls. Only 1 over. Jodie Grucock considered only 3 runs. But you look at the economy rates there. Izzy Wong going at an economy of only 5. Sophie Molyneux economy of 5.50. Lauren Bell, even though expensive, bowled a fantastic last over. And Tilly Coleman also, I think Tilly Coleman was the most expensive out of every bowler today. But still they have somehow managed it. Outstanding game of cricket. A last over thriller, and Southern Brave winning the game by 1 run, and their unbeaten streak in the group stage of the Women's 100 still continues. Starting from way back in 2024, it's still continuing in the group stage for them. 3 wins out of 3 games, and going really strong here in this tournament as well. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of the Women's 100. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and good night.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.